Hi everyone, welcome back for another episode of Heart and Soul with Rama for Rolling Stone Africa. Today I'll be joined by the lovely Gyakie, the West African sensation. She's also the first female on the platform, so that's really exciting.
Hi everyone, this is Gyakie and I'm right here with Rolling Stone Africa. Visuals for Days Pass By, KJ's View and Gyakie is out now on YouTube. Go check it out.
Go and tell everybody that I'm the one you wanna spend your life with. None for your evil spirit, what should be will just be.
So Gyakie, how has your year been like so far? Are you looking forward to 2025?
Actually, this has been one of my best years yet, mainly because I focused on working on and finishing my album this year. Yeah, so I'm almost done with that, and that's why this is going to be my best year. I've also got to play a couple of shows, and I dropped some good music as well, and yeah, that's just sum up my 2024, and so I'm really anticipating 2025 as well.
Nice. You had a show like a few days ago. How was that?
That was also amazing. It was a listening party for my recent release, Days Pass By KJS and Gyakie. And I had my amazing family and friends in the UK and France come through to support me. So it was a good one.
I love it. So
Yeah.
Gyakie, before we dive into your career, I would love to know a bit more about your childhood. You were born in Ghana. How was it like for you?
Yeah, my childhood actually was quite boring, I'm not going to lie, because my dad is very strict and my mom as well. So my life was always go to school, come home, go to church, go to school, come home. And the only time that I got to, have a little enjoyment was when I was the entertainment prefect in my secondary school. But besides that, everything about my life was basically at home. But one thing I always enjoy about my childhood is the fact that I got to see my dad, record in the studio, because my dad is a musician from Ghana. Record in the studio when he's recording, rehearsing for his shows. I also got to see it. And sometimes too, he lets me record when he goes to the studio as well. So those were some more than little fun times of my childhood. But in a sum, my childhood was very boring.
Mine too,
Yeah.
don't worry.
Yeah.
So how were you like in terms of personality? Would you say you were energetic or more laid back?
Yeah, I was very energetic and I was very loud. Yeah, I was the child that was always running around the house, always crying, always screaming. And then even in my teenage, I was the loudest in the room. So yeah, that's what I would say in my childhood. I was very energetic, very optimistic as well.
Ooh, we love that. Yeah. And I think now that you're saying a lot, energetic and everything like that, now it feels like you became more calm.
So much.
Where does it come from?
Adulthood, I guess. I feel like growing, the more I grow, the more life just gets me so relaxed because there's so much going on right now. And so I really just can't be bothered to stress myself. And it's gotten so much to the point where anytime I even hear so much noise, I want to leave. You get it. But it's beautiful to see how my life has just transitioned from the person that I used to be and the person that I am now.
And you like it more.
I love it.
I love it for you.
Yeah.
I love that. So your dad, Nana Asheyampong,
Nana Ichampong.
Echampong.
Correct.
I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So was a well-known musician back in Ghana.
Yeah.
What influence did he have in your musical journey in terms of style, in terms of, everything about the music, really?
One thing people don't even realize is my dad is a fashion icon. If you go and check the pictures on his albums, he was dripping. Yes, he was really dripping. So yeah, my dad, I picked a lot of fashion influence from him, and then he doesn't joke with his lyrics. My dad will write a 5-verse song. I think that the last song he dropped is probably his shortest minutes in a song, which is 4 minutes, but his songs are always 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 8 minutes. So I pick a lot from him in terms of his lyrics, his fashion, and even his performances on stage as well.
I love that.
Yeah.
Was that from a young age as well?
Yes,
You
from
used
a young
to-
age, because I got to see it, and I got to also see him rehearse in the house before he goes for his shows and all of that. I got to see people scream his name, want to take pictures with him, even till now. But it was something that was very interesting to watch when I was a child.
I like that.
Yeah.
So this year you dropped your song, December,
Yeah.
but you dropped it in April 5th. Why not in December?
That
was my little joke. I was dying to say that today.
That's a good question. Actually, the initial plan, December was supposed to drop in December. That was the initial plan. But you know how sometimes it goes behind the scenes and all of that, certain things, you know, it's hard to be aligned in a certain way. And that's why it ended up being dropping in April. But the initial plan, it was supposed to come out in December.
Okay.
Yeah, but they still enjoyed it.
Yeah. And what's the story behind that song?
So December is a heart. You gave me that look.
I'm just very interested.
Yeah, December is a heartbreak song, and at the time I wrote it, I was not actually in a good space at that time. I remember the producer, we met in Paris at the time, and then we got in the studios, and I finished writing when I came back to Ghana. And yeah, at that time I was not really in a good space, and I just put down everything that came in my
Wow.
into the song.
And do you feel like it came out the way you wanted to, expressing
It came
your
out
emotions?
the way I wanted to, because I remember when I teased the song, so many people were in love with it, and it got me realizing that the girls and the boys are going through a lot of heartbreaks.
Yeah, you're speaking on behalf of so many people.
So many people, and I love that for me.
I like that. I love that. So you've collaborated with really impressive artists, actually. So Omale,
Yeah.
Davido,
Yeah. So on and so forth.
and so on and so forth. So how was it working with them, and did it open your music to also the Nigerian
Yeah.
environment?
Yes, 100%. I'm not going to take all the credit for that. A big shout out to all the artists that I've collaborated with that ended up like opening a particular market for me. Omale and Davido, 100%, because when Forever started blowing up outside Ghana, in Nigeria, and most of the eastern side of Africa, the original started picking up, and then Omale jumped on the remix, and then it took the song to a different level. Like the song flew all over again. So yeah, everywhere I go, I always give him that credit and that shout out. And then Davido as well, I would never forget how he just jumped on a song. It's not like I've met him like on so many occasions. That was my first time meeting him in person. And then he loved the song so much, and he decided to jump on it there and then. The next day, I got to be in the same studio with him, and he recorded. You know, usually they'll record the song, and then they'll send it over.
Right.
Yeah, but he invited us to come into the studio, and he recorded the verse and put it on my second project.
Wow.
Which was super exciting.
I usually say that talents recognize each other anyway.
Yeah.
So as well as they are talented, and you are, grateful for them seeing your talent.
Yeah.
You are also the reason why, you are blooming.
Absolutely.
Because you are also an amazing artist. So well done.
Absolutely.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank
So
you
in
so
order
much.
to collaborate with an artist, what kind of song, what kind of vibe are you looking within that talent that is reaching out to you?
I'm always about energy. It's one thing, anytime I want to do a song with any artist, or an artist wants to do a song with me, if the energy isn't right, I really don't like to force it. Because when the song comes out, when it comes to promoting the song, or even making the people fall in love with the song as much as you do, it might get very tricky. So most of the artists I've worked with or I've collaborated with, we have a good relationship. Or the energy in the studio at the time was very solid. So if the energy isn't right, I always think twice about it. So the energy has to be right, because it's our product that we're bringing out for people to consume. So if the people that are bringing that products out are not really on good energies, it's never going to work.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm always very keen on good energy.
I agree. And then that's usually how the song does so well, because like you mentioned,
Exactly.
people can feel like they can relate to everything that you sing, and it's a whole emotion. So you often sing about love and heartbreaks. Would you consider yourself a romantic person?
I am the biggest romantic lover girl in the building. Yeah, I love love. I love love. sometimes when I'm scrolling like on the internet and I see videos of people getting married, people flaunting their love life, I'm always like, oh my God.
I can relate.
Yeah, I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see more.
The roses,
you know,
the ring, the family.
Okay, you're headed
like
somewhere. Yeah, but I love love so much. I just love it when people just portray love. There's so much hate on the internet. There's so much negative vibes on the internet. So when love leads is always like the best thing to experience. So
Yeah.
I'm a lover girl. I love love, and that's why I love to sing about love all the time.
So would you say that the songs that you've sung, are those songs a reflection of your experiences and your journey within love?
Yeah, I would say most of them, say maybe 6 out of 10. Yeah, most of the songs that I write in relation to love, some of them are from my personal experiences, and some of them too, I just like create a story or imagine what maybe if a listener is going through a heartbreak, I can kind of imagine what they could be going through. And if a listener is going through like the good side of love, I could imagine the kind of things they would want to hear, they would want to do, you know, all of that. And then I create stories on that.
And how do you deal with it yourself? When you sing, for example, does it help you decompress? Do you let it go? Do you let go of that emotion that can be, you know, hard to deal with? Or is it something that, you know, is part of your process of healing within music?
When I write those kind of songs?
Yeah.
Yes, no, for real. Because even me, when I'm also going through some things, I listen to the songs that I've dropped that is supposed to like, you know, like comfort someone that's going through something. I'm a big fan of Gyakie music.
I like
yeah,
that.
I'm a big fan of my songs. So yeah, my songs that I bring out are not just, oh, let me just drop the songs or let me just put these things together. They're always from a personal angle every time.
So as a female artist, what is the biggest challenge that you've had to face in the industry?
That has to be criticisms. I know that one, it can be male, it can be female, but there's, you know, I feel like I'm a very soft person. If someone should shout at me right now, I will start to cry. Literally.
Please don't.
When I'm frustrated, I will cry. When I'm every little thing, I will start crying.
Triggers
Even
you.
if I'm arguing with someone, the tears will just sell me out. So when I started, it was very difficult for me as a female, you know, to see people that like would say harsh things about me on the internet or things that are not true. So it was very difficult for me at the start because I would just see somebody post something and then I'll get so worried about it. So I kind of had to like grow a tough skin by myself. And then like right now, if you should say anything about me, bro, I'm going to look at you and just laugh. We will laugh together. Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way, but I would say that was one thing that as a female, I had to like be very tough to face certain things like that, you know, because I'm just a girl.
You're just a girl. I'm just a
just
girl.
a baby girl.
Very demure.
Very mindful.
Yes. But I think it's fair. Sometimes it's okay to be affected by what people say because it hurts.
No,
and
it
as
does.
human beings, we have emotions.
And why would you say that about?
Why would
such
you
a
be
baby girl
mean?
like me? Why would you do that?
You are, and you sound like you're the sweetest person on the planet. Like, who would? Who could?
Right?
But now you don't care anyway, so.
Yeah. You guys are hearing right? Yeah.
So, if you could collaborate with any artist in the world, who would it be and why?
You know this question, every season I have a new person.
Is it me?
No. So now that I'm here right now in the UK, I'm going to say Santan Dave. I really, he's on like the top of my bucket list, and I feel like we're going to make a very beautiful record. Sometimes I could record a song and then I'll start rapping like him to imagine how he would sound. So hi Santan Dave, if you end up seeing this video, please let us get into the studio because we do have some good music to make. I just shot my shots.
Okay. So if this happens, then
Yeah, we'll come
we
back
want
to
to
this
hear all
video.
about it.
We'll come back to this
Yes,
video.
and we'll do an interview with Santander and you.
Wow, you're very
together.
ready.
Yeah, I'm very. What's the biggest challenge you've had to face in your career?
The biggest challenge I've had to face. I think I had to. So I'm very, very tight with my family. Like, I come from a family where we literally speak on the phone almost every day, every single day. To the point where if you're around me a lot, you might start getting irritated. Oh, why is your mom calling you all the time? Why is your dad? Why else someone is calling you? But when I started getting very busy with the work, it started becoming somewhat, and my mom would call me and maybe I would be here or I'd be at a show or I'd be in the studio. So the communication with my family started becoming a bit difficult, and even to see them, because I live in Kumasi, but at a point I had to now start moving around a lot, traveling around a lot. So I wasn't seeing, sometimes for 6 months, I've not seen my family.
Wow.
So it was getting very challenging, very difficult, but they had to accept it now. And I think now they're okay with it. They're getting used to it. And I'll say, yeah, that has to be like one of the challenges I had to face and deal with when I got into the industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you become, famous, it's always hard to keep in touch with a lot of things, family.
Yeah.
And how do you make sure that you don't lose contact?
Yeah. So what I do is right now, even aside my family and friends as well, there's been times where I've had conversations like, don't let this make you feel like, oh, I'm being distant and all that. It's still at my heart, but your girl has to grind and get the money so we can be doing all the big things, Yeah, so I speak with them whenever I get the chance to. So if the moment I wake up, I'm not doing anything, even if there's nothing to talk about, I just give a call to check in and all of that. So yeah, that's what I've been doing from time to time.
That's good. So you have a great sense of fashion. I know you said it comes from your dad. Is it from anywhere else as well? As maybe when you grew up, you picked up some stuff from different places in the world?
Yeah, I think right now I'm really feeling Tiana Taylor, Bad Girl Riri, of course, Billie Eilish as well. And then I have a couple of like favorite content creators and influencers that when I see their looks, I'm like, okay, I can really connect with the style. So yeah, I think my top 3 would be the artists, Riri, Tiana, Billie Eilish, my dad as well. And then the rest is just like any cute outfit.
Yeah.
When I started music, right? The way I dress now is the way I always wanted to dress. I would always want to throw on a t-shirt with some trousers and some sneakers. But when I got in, I feel like at a point I got distracted and I was thinking, oh, okay, every girl has to look like this, every female artist has to look like this. But recently, when I started dressing the way I actually wanted to, girl,
you're different.
Please. I walk out of the house so free, so unbothered. Yes. And it just makes me feel like, wow, this is how I've always wanted to look as an artist.
Yeah. Because that's your personal branding as well. It's you, it's how you feel, it's the colors, it's your emotions. Because sometimes we don't actually realize it, but we pair colors with how we feel.
Yeah.
If you're having a bad day, I'm wearing the most random stuff and I leave my house. But if I'm having a good day, I want to wear some pink, I want to wear some, some beautiful, bright colors. And I think that's personal to yourself. But if you're always looking for inspiration, I think comes from within, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
So you found your fashion.
Yes, and now I'm going to stick beside it for the rest of my
Please do,
life.
because we love it. We love it. So tell me, what is a hidden talent that you have that no one knows about?
Ooh, hidden cooking.
Girl, I had that in my head. That is crazy.
You need
What
to
do you
come
cook?
into my kitchen. I'm going to give you some crazy, delicious African delicacy. You need to try my Ghanaian delicacy, girl.
What is it? What's your delicacy?
I think if you come to my house, I will prepare. Do you like swallow? Have you had fufu before?
I'm obsessed with fufu.
Wow, locked in.
Let's do it. Ghana
You'll be
next
chasing me
year,
every day.
February. Oh, let's go.
We have it on camera.
You have it there. I'll
either
be in
prepare
Ghana.
fufu for you, or I'll give you maybe boiled yam with garden egg stew and boiled egg. Can you imagine? And avocado.
Wow.
Woo! I want to eat that right now, please.
We're nearly done. We're nearly done.
Yeah. So that's
That taste. I could taste it.
Yeah.
And is it like something that you like to do on the side when you're not singing?
Yeah, I love being in the kitchen. I love being in the kitchen. So yeah, I would say like that's my other special talent that I have.
So what advice would you give to aspiring young artists that would like to make it to the global scene like you did?
There's a reason you have talent. I say all the time, anyone that has talent is very unique and is very special. So regardless of where you are starting from, just know that the fact that you have talent means you're very special. So don't settle for less. Don't downgrade yourself to do things you are not comfortable with because you are in a rush to get somewhere. You need to take your time. Don't settle for less and be consistent. If you started with pink, if you keep going pink, do not be like, oh, who's this person that's always wearing pink? Do you get what I'm saying?
You recognize it.
Yes. Consistency is a banger. Not settling for less, a banger. And then what? She wasn't paying attention in class.
No, yeah. I am listening, of course.
Yeah, but please, don't settle for less. Be consistent. And the last one, even me, I've forgotten. But if you watch the clip, you're going to find it. Yeah.
Pay attention, guys.
Yeah.
So, Gyakie, what can we look forward to in the next 2 to 5 years from you? It doesn't have to be like already planned, but what do you have in mind?
Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, I'm almost done with my debut album. Yay!
Woo!
Yeah, so I'm trying to drop my album very, very soon. That's one thing that has been dear to my heart for the past 2 years. The next thing, I'm also looking forward to going on tour. I've not really gone on tour yet because I'm trying to finish all the good things I'm trying to put out. So the album, going on tour, more songs and collaborations, and yeah, I'm looking forward to also performing in one of the big stages in the coming future and making more money.
Period. You heard?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Gyakie. It was such a pleasure to have you.
I don't want to go.
No, you can stay. Actually, I have something so fun that we can do, but we'll cut it for now.
Boom.